Quest Group is a group that operates in 5 different areas of business, 5 sectors. These have to do first with IT products, the commerce of IT products. The second one is IT services. The third one is postal and courier services. The fourth one is financial transactions. And the fifth one is renewable energy. All this together, for example, for the last year, for 2017, we reached a revenue of about 440 million. Our strategy in operating in many sectors has two sides. The first one is defensive and the other one is offensive. Defensive is because by operating in 5 sectors, we have, let's say, not 1, not 2, but 5 legs to which we stand more stable. So to this aspect, we managed to, let's say, reduce the risk that in the areas where we operate. Offensive is because we are actively, continuously looking in doing new investments in new sectors, and we try to grow all of them. And we have managed to do that. During the last 5 years, we have every year managed to grow our revenues by double digit, at least 10%, and our profitability even more. The main reason for doing well is our strategy. We try to be, at the one side, to be conservative, on the other side to invest, and we're continually investing in new things. We have done investments which exceed 50 million the last 3 years, and mainly regard to growth investments. Carling is one of these examples in which we invested back in 2015. It has managed to grow its presence within the market to more than 250 POSs throughout Greece. We invested more than 40 million to that, and today we see, as I explained before, that also its profitability improves and helps the group grow further. I would say that the major reason for the improvement of our share price is that we're doing well. Basically, we managed all these years to improve our numbers, our financial figures, sales and profitability significantly. So this is reflected basically in the price of the share. Additionally, since the beginning of 2018, we decided to be more extrovert, and we have managed we have done several meetings with investors and participating in conferences such as the stock exchange last May, and we're trying to communicate more, let's say, what happens within our group. In the IT sector, this is a sector which is affected a lot by the big projects done within a market. So back in if we look back in time, when Greece entered the recession, and which kept going for many years after 2010, we decided to go abroad. Why? Because the market here was declining, and we've seen that we have potential to do well abroad. In the Greek market, we have a market share in the IT services, I would say between 15 to 20%, and there is a huge market, much bigger, in the European Union, which amounts to about 1 billion. We have managed gradually to increase our market share from 0 to 3% in that market, and we believe because we have a very good technological know-how of the services, of the IT services, and the personalized and the specialized personnel that we have makes us strong enough to feel that we'll be able to increase our market share abroad. It's a very small percentage that we have, and it's easy to get this market share to double it and increase it more. In addition to that, I have to mention that we not only grew in the European Union, we have managed to grow also abroad by expanding our operations, mainly in the IT product sector, in Cyprus, by becoming, for example, the leg for Apple resales in Greece and Cyprus. We have managed to grow our products sales in Cyprus to more than 15 million, and we plan to do more in Cyprus. Apart from doing well, during the last few years, we have managed also to give back to our shareholders significant amounts of dividends and returns of capital. For example, the last 3 years, we've given back to our shareholders more than 35 million. Most of it was in kind. By what we did is we carved out and spin off our real estate sector to a company called BRIC, which is today listed separately in a Greek stock exchange, and which amounted to approximately 27 million. So the company should only not matter to do well, but it's also take care of their shareholders and try to always give some of the returns to their shareholders. This helps them, helps to build trust with the investors, and this also improves, let's say, the transparency to the investors. So we try to do, what we try to do is to keep a good rate between investing in growth and, let's say, giving back the returns to our shareholders, which this will improve, let's say, the course in the stock exchange. Regarding renewable energy, it's a sector in which we have first invested back in 2006. So we have an experience in this market, which evolved during the past years. We actually did have experience, we do have experience in building parks and developing, as well as in running. Lately, what we've done is that we've invested the previous year in 2 new parks, about 7 million. Plus, just a few days ago, we had a very recent investment of about 16 million, including the debt of the companies. All of which, if you add them up, means that we have managed to reach an installed base which amounts about 13 megawatts. Our targets for the future is to manage to increase it further and to reach 20 megawatts. And in doing so, we will have to invest approximately another 15 to 20 million. So our target is to increase it more and reach a much bigger size, in which we have managed to also achieve economies of scale. The e-commerce in Greece is, as I said before, started growing gradually after 2013. This came behind a few years what happened in the Western Europe and US, and the penetration of e-commerce today in Greece is still very low. It's below 5%. If we compare that to Western Europe, where, let's say, in Germany, in France, in Spain, in Italy, the average is about 15%, and the UK, which is even in front of all the others, has reached already 20%. It means that there is a lot of space to grow. So we believe that e-commerce will grow in Greece for at least the next 5 to 10 years with a double-digit rates. Our penetration in e-commerce through ACS is the following. ACS, by developing its activities and moving more to delivering parcels through e-commerce to home and to consumers, today has approximately 40% of its volume and revenues related to e-commerce. And it's something which is strategic for ACS, for our, let's say, leg in the postal services, because we believe the growth will come from this sector. Therefore, what we do is we invest continuously to new operations, to new infrastructure, and to the enhancement and improvement of the consumer experience. Us at ACS, what we do regarding all this is that today we're in the stage of building a new, very modern, state-of-the-art hub for sorting equipment, doubling our current capacity in be able to process additional volumes of e-commerce, as well as we're building and developing new solutions that has to do with the consumer improvement experience, the improvement of the experience of the consumer, which has to do with mobile apps, with points for the additional points, alternative points for delivering shipments, automated lockers, and all this stuff. IQbility is something that is very interesting for us. We started that only back in 2012. Our main vision behind it was to be able to help new ideas and new people to find their way to the market. Additionally, through that, we aim to be able to help reduce, let's say, the brain drain that happened in Greece by having many good specialized people going abroad for work due to the recession in Greece. We have invested more than 1 million in IQbility in more than 10 cases during the last years. We have also got important knowledge, because by doing that we also are recipients of the ideas, and we try to, and it helps us be more innovative. We believe that the strongest asset that Greece in our group has is its people. We believe that Greece has a very good human capital. We have many, for example, engineers, very well educated, and they have skills, they have capabilities. It's a pity that many of them have to go abroad for work. We believe that there is room for investing in Greece and developing services that will be able to be sold internationally, and this will also help the country. Greece is very strong in that, and we're leveraging that in our operations. For example, Unisystem consists of more than 600 personnel. It increased its personnel by the last year. It increased its workforce more than 20%. Most of these, they work in Greece. We also have personnel abroad, because when you operate internationally, you have to be there as well. But most of let's say the heart of operations, the software development, is being done mostly here in Greece. So what we do is we try to leverage the skills that we find here in Greece, which are in lack also elsewhere, and this is very, very important for us. When you're doing well, you should also see what you give back to the society. So as Quest Group, we believe this is very important, and we give importance to sustainability and CSR actions. For sustainability, what we have developed is we have developed a very transparent corporate governance model, through which we enhance transparency, which is good for both internal teams as well as for investors. Regarding CSR, we do many actions, and we operate in the 4 basic pillars, which have to do with the market, the people, the environment, and the society. Regarding the actions that we do, these, for example, have to do with the last year. During 2017, we spent more than 130 million, so more or less 1/3 of our revenue, in personnel and taxes. We did several actions to help social teams that had problems, such as people that were affected heavily by flood or fire. We try to develop a lot our people, because the basic pillar for a group or a company is its people. So we try to educate and improve the skills of our people, and we invested more than 350,000 in educating better our people. Apart from that, IQbility is also one of the legs of our, let's say, social actions that we do regarding society.